What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel for another video. Me and my buddy Austin are out here on the critter getter today to shoot some nutria. So y'all come on, we're gonna get into it.
So my buddy Austin on the front of the boat wanted me to do a voiceover, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it. First of all, if you think you're gonna be a keyboard warrior and teach me a lesson, you shouldn't be killing innocent animals. You are on the wrong page. Click this link to me shooting a rat a couple dozen times with my 9mm. Y'all, if you don't know what a Nutria Rat is, it is a native species to South America. It was brought here during the fur trade to reproduce because they have a pelt a lot like a beaver pelt. Beyond that, they reproduce 3 times a year. They have 12 babies in a litter, and they can reach maturity at 2 months. So they make this crazy Russian nesting doll situation. They're a lot like a rodent of unusual size from A Princess Bride. If you haven't seen that movie, go check it out. Y'all, they burrow into the marshland, and they also eat the marsh grass, leaf, stem, and root, which is not like the native animals, and it basically decimates the marsh grass. That takes away a home for native animals, and then it takes away the natural buffer between humans and the open water. Y'all, we drive around as fast as we can. Right here, we're looking for the rodents, and we exterminate them. We just happen to do it with 12-gauge shotguns and a smile on our face. So y'all, if you enjoy this video, subscribe and hit the thumbs up, and we're gonna get into it.
There! There! Oh, he's gone.
All right, so this right here is probably my favorite part of the entire trip. We hit that one, and then Austin looked to his left, and there was one trying to run back over to the marsh. And we both just started ripping shots at it.
God! Oh, I got on that one.
He's got a flak jacket on.
He got
Got a vest on. Oh my god.
Or I don't know.
This here is a Nutria Rat. You know, they're the size of a small dog, so they're sort of hard to miss when you're going past them. I will say it's moving its head. It is completely dispatched, I can assure you of that. Their nerves just keep on running. While we're going through here, this boat runs in very, very shallow water, but the bottom changes depth very quickly, and part of that issue is because of the Nutria Rats. When they kill the marsh, there's a lot of you know, like shoals that come up. But in general, you're pretty much flying around full speed, trying to keep about, you know, 20, 25, 30 feet off of the marsh grass. There's a lot of like underwater vegetation that'll wrap the prop if you're not careful, so there's a lot of times you'll see us push back further off like you see right here. But we're just trying to spot them. We'll call them out and we'll both start pulling shots at them.
Right here around this point.
Again, they are water mammals, so they have to go back on shore at some point in time. So sometimes you get cool shots like this where they're actually trying to run back to their burrow, and you get to pull some shots off at them. And luckily I've got Austin on the boat, because I can guarantee you I'd have missed that running shot right there.
There he is. Back in the boat.
So you can see this recess up here. That's ultimately what they cause, and it causes the marsh to start pulling back like that. We were running through the marsh when the motor decided to cut off, and Austin luckily is pretty handy and was able to get the fuel line put back together and put back on. So generally what you're doing is you're running parallel to the shore, and when you see one, you try to put the boat in between the rat and the shore. But the vegetation was so thick underneath the water that we weren't able to really do that. So a lot of the situations ended up being much like this right here, where it was just a absolute drive-by shooting.
Straight out of Compton. Oh.
So this was a pretty cool one. This island of Marsh right here, we were able to see the rat from the other side, and he called it out, and I couldn't even see it. He was just directing me verbally on where to go, and ran up on it and was able to get a headshot on it. Typically, we enact something called a double tap, which is when you get back over to it, you make sure that it is dispatched. But this one, Austin couldn't see it, but it didn't have a head, so it wasn't really necessary.
You're on the head. There you go.
And again, I'm 6'5", so you can sort of see that from tip to tail, this thing's 3.5, 4 feet long. They're some big turds. And Austin wanted to make sure that y'all could see that they are just giant rats, man. But overall, this portion of Virginia is just, it's beautiful, and we want to be able to preserve this marshland and the native species that are within it. And so while this is a lot of fun, it is a part of preserving the stuff that we love in the coastline. So that's it's a little look into what we've been doing. All right, y'all, so I'm currently trying to work with some wind right now, so I apologize if the audio is all messed up. We just got off the water. I don't know how many exactly that we ended up shooting. I'll go through and count when I'm doing the editing for this, but we got the boat back on the trailer and we're about ready to head out of here, y'all. I appreciate everybody that's watched the video and gotten to this point. If you have and you haven't yet, consider sticking around and subscribing to the channel. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. I hope that you'll come back and join us in the next one, but until then, we'll see y'all out in the woods.